Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of this video. So I've cut out my fabric. This is the bridal satin, and this is stay. I ironed stay on it. Also cut net, but it's not stretchy. I want to double the net. I cut 2 nets for this one. And this one, this is bridal satin. I also iron a stay on it. I cut the net for this one also too, because I want to double it. This one also too, but it's not stretchy though. So this one is the wording for it, and this is the lining. I use the lining to cut out these ones. I also iron a stay on the lining. What I'm going to do now is to go and join these 3 together. This is the wording. Mine is not the iron-on type. If your own is iron-on type, you will iron it on it. But mine is not the iron-on type. I'll sew it on it. So what I'll do now is to put this together. This is the net. I doubled the net. And also this one. So I'll go and join it from down. I'll do it and show you. I'll also join the lining. I've joined the front one together. I've joined them together. I did the same on the lining. I pressed it, I notched it also. I used the soft wording. It's also called felt. Felt. If you're not in Nigeria, you can tell them to give you felt. So, but the one in Nigeria has is iron-on type, has a glue on one side of it. But I use the soft one. There's medium one, there's hard one. This is the back one, the main fabric for the back one. I use the lining to cut out the main fabric. I also iron stay on it. This is the lining. I iron stay on it also. What I'll do next is to sew the dart. I'll hold it like this. I can still see the dart. And sew it. I'll do the same on these ones. I've sewn the dart. I also press it. I did the same on the main fabric. What I'll do next is to join the back one together. The zip line. I'll put the 2 together like this, right side, right side. I'll do the same on the main fabric. Then I have notch here, my zip line. I'll use gather stitches to join them together. On the zip line, I have notch. So I'll do it and show you. I'll do the same on the main fabric. I've joined the back one together with gather stitches. I press it. I did the same on the lining. What I'll do next is to join the front one and the back one together. So I'll pin it together. I notch the center front. I notch the center front, and this zip line is the center back. So I put them together. So I'll take my measurements, bust measurement, waist measurement, then I'll shape it. So I've shaped the top. After shaping it, you shake your measurements. If you're happy with the measurement, then you can now trim the seam allowance. You can see I have excess on the back side. You can now trim your seam allowance if you're happy with the measurement after shaping it. Then before I shaped it, I cut off something here. I cut off 1 inch on the center back. 1 inch on the center back. I cut this off from the center back. I have 2 ways of doing this. I explain it on one of my videos on how to make padded princess dart blouse with a 720-degree peplum. Watch part 2 of that video, you will learn more. So what I'll do next is to remove the gather stitches, because I'm going to join the lining and the main fabric together. So I'll remove the gather stitches. So I've joined the lining and the main fabric together. This is the neckline, the front neckline. One part of back one and the other back neckline. I put the fabric right side facing each other, so I join it. After doing that, I notched and top stitched the neckline. So the next thing I'll do now is to sew this line, the zip line, and this one also. I've closed the zip line with 1/4 inch. I did the same on this side. So the next thing I'll do is to use gather stitches to hold this together, the main fabric and the lining. I'll do it and show you. This is the peplum. I use the main fabric to cut out the lining. I iron the stay fabric interfacing on the main fabric, only on the main fabric, but you can also iron it on your lining. So I'm going to join the two together, the lining and the main fabric together. I will join it together. After that, I will open it and top stitch. The peplum, I've joined the lining and the main fabric together. I notched it and top stitched. I top stitched on the lining side. I also press it. I want to sew this line. I'll turn it like this and sew it. Then after that, I will do the same on this side. After that, I will use gather stitches to hold the lining and the main fabric together on the waistline. So I've sewn it. Stitches to hold the peplum and the main fabric together. I'll just trim this lining off. So I will now join this peplum to the upper part of the blouse. What I'll do next is to join the upper part to the peplum. This is the right side of the fabric, the upper part, and this is the right side of the peplum. I'll put them together. And join it with 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'll do it and show you. I've joined the upper part and the lower part together. I used bias to tidy up the rough edge. What I'll do next is to fix the zip. I'll also fix the sleeve. I'll fix the sleeve. I used this lining to line the sleeve because I ran out of this one. I also used the bias to tidy up the rough edge. The next thing I'll do now is to fix zip. I'll use the open end zip. I'll fix open end zip. Then I'll put it on the mannequin to show you how it is. Although the blouse is bigger than the mannequin, but I'll just pin it on it to show you how it is. I want to show you how to make this sleeve. You can use it on basic sleeve. If your blouse is not off shoulders and you want to use it on your sleeve, basic sleeve, you can. Or if your blouse is off shoulders like this one, you can use it on your off shoulders sleeve. You will get your off shoulder sleeve. If you're using it on off shoulders, then you will use like 2 meters or 2.5 meters of net, depending on how full you want it and the length of the sleeve. So like this one, I'm using this color to show you because I don't have this color again. So this one is a 4.5. You can use 4, you can use 5. Then this side is 2.5 meters. So what you do is you go to your machine and pleat it or gather. You will cut a lot of this. So when you want to join another one, after doing that, it will be like this. When you want to join another one, you will hold the two like this. And continue. pleat or gather. Then when you finish, you get your sleeve. And you sew it on your sleeve. You will not sew on your seam allowance. You will not sew on your seam allowance. You sew it on your sleeve. After sewing the first line, you raise it up and sew the second one. After that, you raise it up again till you sew it to the end. You will leave your seam allowance. Then you will use your lining to turn the sleeve before you will now fix it on the blouse. Like on this one, I used 2.5 meters of net for this one and the sleeve. But this sleeve was supposed to be 10 inches, but the net wasn't enough, so the sleeve is now 7 inches. So please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.